Bro, when I tell you Kanye is genuinely horrifying me, like I don't know how else to put it. Full disclosure, I'm a little bit sauced right now, so it's like I looked at this tweet that he made and it instantly it just activated something in me, a level of fear. Right here, bro, he said this song is called Cousin, about my cousin that's locked in jail for a life for, oh my gosh, taking the life of a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found, oh my gosh, bro. Bro, magazines doing this much to someone is crazy. I found on top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I gave my cousin sloppy till I was 14. Bro. And then he made a song about it, obviously, and the song was like, I'm not gonna play it, but it was low key like a banger sonically. Like it sounded really good. But it's like off the subject matter alone, I don't think I'd be able to listen to it for real. But man, but you can hear the Dave Blunt's influence. But anyways, this is crazy. This is crazier than the other stuff. I feel like the other stuff he's been saying. Because the thing is, with him being like hateful towards all these groups and whatnot, I feel like that's a certain understanding that we can have of a human being. Okay, this person's hateful against this group, whatever. They think they have some sort of valid reason, but of course, actually they don't. There's no good reason to be hateful. But I feel like that's easier to understand. Now, this dude Kanye musically is looking us in the eye in like straight up like messaging us or like tweeting at us that he was a, not only was he an assailant, right, an SAer, but he did it as a child to a younger child. That's horrible. Because the thing is, Kanye can say anything. He can be like, "Oh, I feel like this, I feel like this," and it's gonna cause uproar. But like, this is him talking about like an action. You know what I mean? Just like it really struck it struck something within me when he was talking about. He's like, "Oh, like people are mad at Diddy. Like you've never ran out of words on your woman before," saying basically that he like beats women. That was one of the craziest ones to me too. This dude out here is being the worst, simply. And to think, okay, this entire time we've been listening to Kanye, think about ever since College Dropout came out. This entire time, the secret has been within him. It's been beneath him. When you listen to All Falls Down, that was after he slopped up his cousin. Oh my God. It's like this is news to us, but it happened a long time ago, which is just the concept of that is really something to behold, is it not? Okay, so that's horrible, but this is something else. Shannon Sharpe was accused of SA himself, which is crazy. Interesting day, bro. And then the Pope passed away. I don't even know about that, man. But anyways, Shannon Sharpe is denying it and like using text between them as proof. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Oh my gosh. I know you missed this big juicy ass. 25K for each cheek, bro. Do you think he's paying that? The thing is, I've heard the tricking rumors on Shannon Sharpe before that he's kind of just, he's loose with his money when he likes a young lady. But bro, 25 per cheek. Bro, if I could give up 25 per cheek, it would be over. That literally sounds like such a bargain. Is bargain that, I don't know. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. Bro, only if you put gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to me. Wait, what? No, probably a typo there. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you. Bro, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's how he found himself a real one. I'm telling you, getting that text right there and other texts like it means something. It does something to your spirit. And now we know he has a rider, okay, right here. Now, Gabriella Zuniga, I don't know what kind of ethnicity that name is. I truly don't. She said, "That's my daddy. I want you to put a big black baby in me." Bro, dude, no way, dude. He's going crazy. Do you think do you think that was her idea to use this terminology, or do you think it was Mr. Shannon Sharpe's? Because not gonna lie, I feel like now, after reading the race play and where it's gone, I feel like I can definitely see Shannon Sharpe's into that kind of stuff. You better crave it because you're gonna be stuck for what? Whoa, 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 whoa. She said, "You better crave it. You're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me." She said it again. Like, bro, that is actually insane. However, I will say, it makes sense that they would bring up like the race play and then like the tongue in the booty hole in order for us to forget about the gravity of this being an SA lawsuit. All I know, I don't know situations outside of those texts, but by those texts, it looking like bro had a real eater. Okay, but now I'm thinking about Kanye again. Isn't it sad that Kanye, he used to be like a pillar of our community? Like we used to look at Kanye and be like, he's the best of us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he may be a little bit, eccentric sometimes, but like he's one of the best like of people. He's so talented, da 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 da, and look where it's led us to. Like I wanna, bro. How do I shrink myself, bro? Like I just want you to look at his face. Can you see like the cousin stuff in his eyes? Like, oh, bro, see, look at that, they're lowered. Okay, there's something to be suspicious about. Man, bro, dude, I can see it now, bro. Do you have any idea how big of a goon you gotta be? Pre-internet, bro, not even a thing, off pure magazine energy. I will say though, I hate how he's telling us this, but with not enough detail. And I don't mean I need like any sort of explicit detail, but I know he said his cousin was 6. I want to know how old Kanye was, okay? And that's just me being nosy more than anything. Like, it doesn't change like the verdict on like how weird that is, but you know what I'm saying, bro. He really woke up today and decided to give us this information. Like, I really wish he didn't. Like, when I tell you that, genuinely, like, it lowered my mental health. And not gonna lie, I know he kind of, I feel like he overstayed his welcome with his other drama. Like when he first came and he was like talking crazy stuff about like Jewish people and whatnot. I feel like that took all the attention, but like I feel like not enough people are talking about this right now. Like I feel like this is like one of like the weirder things to happen like in life. No wonder he's trying to get Diddy out of there, bro. Like it makes so much sense. Like you know that meme where it's like, oh, you know, when you tell someone that their goat, you know, is a predator, bro, that's literally what's happening right now, bro. And I feel like not enough people are like tweaking about it. Like it's so extreme. And also, I saw Dodie Six, that he collaborated with Kendrick on Kendrick's last album, saying he went homeless now. What is going on today? I feel like there's just so much like weird stuff coming out. But also, not gonna lie, I feel like if you're put in a position, you get a Kendrick feature, and you don't capitalize, I'm not gonna say it's your fault. I don't want to say it's someone's fault, like they went homeless. But low key, I feel like he could have done more. Because people like, there's a bunch of Drake fans being like, "Oh, the Kendrick stimulus package, it sucks. Like it doesn't exist. Look, these guys, they got nothing. Blah 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 blah." I feel like they absolutely could have capitalized on that using themselves. Like I feel like there are some situations in life where it's like you get put on, right? And then yes, someone can give you that extra step to put on, but like sometimes it's you have to grasp at that stick. You know, you're grabbing sticks, getting closer to the goal. Okay, you got to grab the stick that's like closer to the goal. Like, you know, again, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I feel like being platformed by being on a Kendrick Lamar song, they could have milked that in other areas, but it seems like they may have not done that. But again, that's just me. That's my speculation. But you know what I mean, though? I don't see why the Kendrick stimulus package has to equal like them becoming these massive stars if it's not necessarily what's destined. Also, because the thing is, West Coast, that sound is kind of niche in general. Like, yes, Kendrick made it a bit more mainstream by making an album in that style, but it reminds me of when Lil Yachty released Michigan Boy Boat, all right, with a bunch of Michigan artists. Like, it was cool, and it brought, like, Michigan rappers to the forefront for a second, but then, you know, once it kind of passed, then it passed. It's just the nature of the beast. When you're dealing with an already niche subgenre, it's tough. I feel like it's tough to get over. So it's like, I don't really blame Kendrick. I don't really blame the artist too much, even though I do think there's probably more that the artist could have done. But I don't know. Again, I don't know. I hate to be like, oh, you should have done more when a person's like homeless, because you know it's just adding insult to injury, salt in the wound. You know, I don't know, bro, situation. But I gotta get out of here, man. I am so sauced. I don't know how I made it to the end of this video. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed. I can't even give you state of affairs today because that's how much I'm out of there. But like, comment, subscribe, everything I have to say. I'm so sorry, and I love you. Have a great day, night, evening, morning.